lately of these these blip boards, these new billboards. And I have been like, you know what? I think it's a good idea. And it is. When these billboards first happened, I was pretty excited that people were paying for them. I didn't exactly know that they were digital billboards and this and that. I have came to realize that these digital billboards are very inexpensive compared to another billboard. Which, and let's keep it real. These billboards have a lot of scams involved with them and this and that. Meat potatoes was I was just happy to hear about these billboards. Miss Harmony was the one who brought it to my attention. I shared her post. I was very happy about it. Shout out to Miss Harmony. And I talked about this, and I even did not know who was behind the billboards. But this is true crime, and people will, and they're going to find out. And that's just what happened. I come to learn that somebody named Vern was behind the billboards. And Vern does a lot of good work on Twitter. Now, I didn't stop to do the research to see how much what his good work was, this and that. I just knew that Vern did a billboard and got this thing moving. And because of that, other channels have picked up the what's the word I'm looking for? Not the motivation, but picked up this not the steamroll, but they've picked up the friggin' excitement and they've started to do their own. But who is Vern? What is Vern's good work? We'll have to show you that. Vern has even came by the channel after after I said all this. I really hate saying anything. I don't know Vern, but I'm glad that he did billboards. And I gave whoever was responsible for the billboards a shout out. And then he commented on my video, which I thus took a screenshot of, and then I made a community post. I'm sure some of my supporters went even further and may have followed and supported this guy after the fact. I'm sure of that. This is why I hate giving anyone any recognition unless I truly know them on YouTube. Because once again, I've been burned. I've promoted a scumbag. And that's what I'll show you. Here's Vern and his great work on Twitter. Vern says, Summer Wells was being sold, but it was only meant to be for an hour at a time. She was sold so many, always returned. Until June 15th, 2021, more at 8 p.m. Now, what the hell does that mean? Now, what the hell does that mean? And that is complete garbage. There's nothing factual you can base that claim off of. Here, I cannot stand
I'm gonna go around you.
people sexualizing a little girl that's missing over a fucking stupid conspiracy theory that you think is true. It's disgusting, people. It is disgusting. It is fucking disgusting. Of course, Bex. So he basically, in so many words, I didn't see that checking. So basically, this guy, Vern, who I did praise, I don't know the guy. And that was my first mistake. So what information, what facts could you produce anyone at 8 p.m.? You're basically saying Summer Wells was prostituted out. What I really despise these people who all they do is over sexualize Summer Wells for their own following on Twitter or YouTube channels. You are a sick fuck. You're the one that thought about that. You thought that in your head. You had to think about how to spell each word as you then typed it and then hit post. So you were thinking that. You were the one who had that thought. There's nothing you could produce that's going to prove anything of that nature true. How do you people have become obsessed with the Summer Wells case? I am grateful that this idiot did a billboard for Summer. And for the record, I could care less even about the last one that all the scams and shit were involved in. I don't give a shit about any of that. The more billboards up, the better it is. I don't care. Just keeping it real. The way I see it, you either have scumbag billboards or nothing. But this guy, Vern, you've been in my comments. You must not know, Vern. I will go to Amazon and buy. You are now in the parody spin. You are now in the parody spin. What would make you say something like this? You have absolutely no facts about this. This is not being an advocate for Summer. This is not helping Summer. This is disgusting. And I question you as a man who would think about these things and type these things and then post these things. What you could only go at 8 o'clock, whatever this was. At 8 o'clock, whatever this was, you could only speculate and think. But you still thought about Summer Wells being prostituted. So, to all these YouTubers that do this to Summer Wells, you're trying your hardest to make. I'm assuming that what you're trying to say is that Don was selling her hourly. Okay? You all have the same narrative. When the true fact is, you are the real sicko. You are the real sicko. You have thought about this 7-year-old girl being sold. And you also want to tell your thoughts to your followers, and you want your thoughts and what you think and what your thinking is to be blamed and to be Don to be faulted. If Don is even the person who you're accusing of, the real thing is you're the sicko. You're the weirdo. I have never, that has never crossed my mind. I have never thought of that. I have never thought of that. Nor do I want to. That makes absolutely no sense. Let's just say that I have it all wrong. And Vern has it all right. Just that stupid post that you wrote. How would you know this versus the FBI? How? How? You're literally stating that by the hour she's rented. So you're saying that there's transactions and you're saying that there's phone calls. What part of data don't you understand? Where's the data where the FBI, the real police, they can actually figure out, was it Bitcoin transactions? Was it a Cash App? It's all data. It's all data. And there is no data to anything that you're saying. You're a piece of shit because you probably got that billboard put up and people who follow you and believe this shit. And this is why I don't care. What am I going to get mad about that? I talk about people who hate Don and Candace Wells so much all the time. And on this one, I have to laugh that they got suckered into buying a billboard. But I'm not mad at them. I'm happy it's up. Justin Live. Who is that? That weirdo? I'm going to clip this, Miss Christine. I'm going to clip it. I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to put it out there on YouTube. The last 4 minutes, whatever I've been talking about this weirdo, I will clip it. Vern belongs in that village. Let's keep it real. Yep, me too, Miss Christine. I understand what you're saying. Somebody that I trust very much sent me this screenshot. So and you can't deny it's not him. It just sucks that the guy came in my comments out of nowhere and was like, thanks for, I was the one who sponsored this and that. And for that, I do think that he's good. But I really get tired of people, they have gone to desperate measures with Summer Wells. And it's just pathetic, man. Some of the stuff you see on YouTube. People, maybe, I'm going to say this. Maybe, just maybe, what happened to Summer Wells is exactly what happened to Summer Wells. Maybe it's really not all that difficult. Maybe what TDI has said and what the parents' timeline is just what happened. Why do I say that? There's many other cases just like it that's happened before. Now, people are going to watch this and say that I'm crazy, right? Not really. It's actually the most logical thing on YouTube. Any of these YouTube theories and these people who hate the Wells, everything they say is automatic. It's all debunked. It's all can be debunked. Back to the data. The data is so important in true crime. A long time ago, I used to say, why do all these missing kid cases, when they get found, there's no phone? Where's the phone? Gabby, no phone. Kylie Rodney, no phone. Oh, there's articles about dings off her phone, but it was never found. The missing people with no phone, they always don't have a phone. Why is that? That's all the data. That's the whole information, right? I spoke about this in detail a long time ago. I say that because the data is everything. You watch these tragedy pimps, it's laughable about their theories. But with Summer Wells, they have the data. They have the phone. They got both phones. They know everywhere the parents were. 2 months before she left missing and 2 months after she was missing. They know every phone call, every text, everything, the GPS, everything. That they don't have in Kylie and the phone is so important. The data is so important. It is the first thing the police do. Nowadays, in burglaries and shit, they want your Amazon Ring doorbell cloud if you are a victim. The police have it easy now. We're turning into a big brother society if you don't know. Look what the CCP does. There's cameras. You can't beat technology. Technology's booming. The technology's booming. You can't stop it. You have to roll with it, which is a whole different conspiracy to go down with. But you have to keep up with it. Russia's president, Mr. Putin, said the first country to conquer AI in war wins the world. And that's all you have to know to understand technology. But with police, they got it easy now. They used to go to the crime scenes and write the tips down and write shit down and go investigate people. They don't do that shit now. They just tap into your DMs, your Facebook. They do it all from right here with a mouse and a monitor. There is no old school detective work. But these people know this in true crime. I just think a lot of people don't understand how policing works. Their theories are ridiculous. It legally doesn't make any sense. Legally. It makes absolutely no sense. Including this one with Vern. But hey, man, fuck Vern. Until the next one, man, I'm jumping off here. It was an interesting experience, to say the least. And I don't want to get too tangled up in that nonsense because I always end up roasting these people and debunking these people. Still don't know how I feel about Miss Daisy. She's gonna have to toughen up for me to go over there because something's fishy. None of them are here for some reason. Absolutely. Yes, Anderson, yes. 100%. I